Racing from the Spa, Saratoga, and pack a lunch for this one. 13 horses entered in the Bowling Green. Grade 2, and they'll be mowing the lawn at Saratoga. Arklow winless this year, 0 for 3. 2 neck losses, and he gets his regular jock. Really, the key to Arklow is what kind of trip he can work out and how fast the fractions are. He likes Saratoga, and I think he's going to run strong in this spot. Sadler's Joy, first time racing in 2019. Some back class, finished third in the Breeders' Cup last year, and we'll see where he fits in 2019 here in the Bowling Green. It's a good spot for him to come back, and he does prefer the longer distance races. Primo makes his first start in North America, been running in Grade 1 in Latin America and Chile in his last start. 5 for 9 lifetime. Gets Lasix, and Chad Brown has been working this one for a long time. All workouts going all the way back to May for Primo. Ketcho and Die, not much to recommend here. He's more of a Grade 3 type horse now in America, and he's running here in a Grade 2. He's 7 years old, so I think his best races are probably behind him for Ketcho and Die. Channel Maker, a Grade 1 winner in the Man of War, 2 back. He's familiar with Saratoga and the New York turf racing. He should like the distance, and really, again, another one along with Arklow where it all depends on trip and timing his move. Channel Maker, ridden by Joel Rosario, has been riding well at Saratoga, and Channel Maker definitely a contender in this spot. Highland Sky, another long-fused runner. The 6-year-old, just 4 for 23 wins lifetime. He's due to pick up a nice trip one of these races, and definitely one to consider if you're looking for a long shot, Highland Sky. Argonne, 3 for 8, but now he steps it up in class. James Bond, 007, sends out this runner. Tisway is the sire, and Argonne steps up after winning 3 straight, a maiden allowance and then a optional allowance last time. He moves now to Grade 2 company, and we'll see how he fits in this. Zulu Alpha wins long distance races, and he should fit for Michael Maker. 8 for 26 lifetime, and Zulu Alpha probably going to be under 5 to 1 on the board. We'll see if he can win in this spot. Red Knight was bet down in his last race, under 3 to 1, and kind of made a mid-race move, finished 5th in that race. Now he's got to face under stretch runners, and I think Red Knight, maybe the 2-mile distance was a little bit too long from this last time. Let's see if a 1 3/8 is more his game. He definitely fits class-wise and in terms of being in form. Channel Cat, another one who is kind of a grab bag of runners here. He 4 for 15 lifetime, 0 for 3 this year. Can get the victory. I'm leaning towards others. Olympico ran a big race for Chad Brown, 2 back. No real excuse in the Manhattan. I think Olympico is going to rebound, and Olympico is my selection here. I think he prefers a softer course, so he may not get that, but I think he is going to be longer odds than some of the other Channel Makers and Arklow and horses like that. And I just think a horse like Olympico could get a good trip in this spot, especially facing other horses, but he does need some pace to run at. I'm not really sure the fractions are going to get that fast for Olympico. Forest Focus Group, Grade 2, Grade 1 type horse. He's in form, he's in shape. He's more of a closer, and I think he's more of a deep closer. So he has to get the right trip, and he's another one that's going to be pace compromised. Focus Group, another runner for Chad Brown, and he just kind of owns these turf races at Saratoga. One to consider in the pick 4, one to consider if you want more of a longer shot on the board. Bigger Picture rounds out the field out of the 13th post position. This 8-year-old is 13 for 41 lifetime, and another that is pace dependent. I'm not really sure who the pace setter is in this race. I think Red Knight could be close to the pace. I think a horse like Argonne is probably going to be expected to be on the lead. For the closers, I like Highland Sky. If you like a closer, Channel Maker always sits a good trip. And then Arklow, again, he should get good position from that rail, but he could get boxed off on the turn if he doesn't get in contention going into the turn. Because after the turn comes out of there, it just seems sometimes it's a scramble at Saratoga when you get these big, bulky fields. It's a competitive Bowling Green. Who do you like? Leave a comment. Subscribe. More subscribers, we get more videos. We've also got video previews up this week of the Jim Dandy and the Grade 1 Vanderbilt and the Curlin Stakes on Friday from the Spa. A good competitive field, and the Bowling Green and the Vanderbilt and the Jim Dandy, 3 solid stakes races from Saratoga. My top selection, well, I'm going to kind of go with a couple. I like Highland Sky as a long shot, and I also think Red Knight could run well, but my top selection is Olympico from Saratoga as they go 1 3/8 on the grass.